Imagine having enough money to do whatever you want to do. Start a new business, do some more deals, grow your business. Take some of those amazing ideas you have from theory to reality. How much do you need? An extra 10,000, 100,000, $500,000, million, 5 million, 10 million, or $50 million plus. Now, information is power. And my name is Robert Sheeman. Many of you know me from CNN and Fox, where I'm often a wealth and money consultant and expert. I'm also a real estate investor and author of 17 books, including my New York Times bestseller, How Come That Idiot's Rich and I'm Not. But what you may not know about me, if you've seen me on a lot of different TV shows or magazines or heard me on radio like National Public Radio, is that I go around the world and teach people how to invest, start businesses, grow businesses, and basically take things to the next level. Are you ready to take things to the next level? A lot of people want to and say they are, but what holds them back? What holds you back? If I was to ask you, why aren't you doing what you want to do? Why isn't your business where you want it to be? How come you haven't taken those ideas and implemented them? Or if you're an investor or doing real estate, how come you're not doing more deals or have a team in place? And the answer is always twofold. Number one is time. Well, I can't get you more time. You'll have to work on that. But number two, biggest reason is often the money. And for many people, the number one answer is, I want to start, I want to grow, but I don't know where to get the money. Now, you can go hire people. I am an attorney. A lot of my friends I graduated law school with work on Wall Street, and they charge $300, $400, $500, $600, $800, sometimes $1,000 an hour just to give you some information. And many people can't afford to do that. So what do? They go around and look for pieces on the internet or read some books. And what I've found is you have to find a problem and a solution. And there's a big problem out there that you may have and a lot of people have. Well, what's the problem? Well, they want to raise money. They want to look for money. Maybe they've even tried to raise money. And the problem is a lot of people don't know how to do it. That's number one. Number two, if they're doing it, they're probably doing it wrong. Number three, they're going up the learning curve and they're blowing it. You know, they went and talked to a few people who could have invested the money, but they didn't know what to say or didn't have the right plan, or they make some of the biggest 7 mistakes that all people make when they're looking for money, and they blew their chance. But what's even worse is many of these people could be violating the law. That's right. Information's power, and lack of information is weakness, and in this case, not only weakness, but gets you into big trouble. Now, of course, you're going to need your own attorney and that kind of stuff. We're here just for educational purposes only and examples, but this education could save and help you literally avoid a jail sentence, getting in big trouble with state or federal regulators, but more importantly, getting you the money you need, knowing what to ask for, how to ask for it, what to do. So what are some of the biggest mistakes people make when they're looking for money? And I've worked with literally hundreds, if not thousands, of investors, entrepreneurs, business owners, and even the ones that have professionals still make a lot of the same mistakes. Number one is they don't know who to ask the money for. Number two, they don't know how to ask for the money. Number three, they don't know how much money to ask for. And number four, they don't know how to get out and analyze the risks. So what we want to do is with these 4-step formulas is help you plug in the holes, give you a lot of great information that's going to make you powerful. So when you're ready to make that presentation, it's going to be amazing. And the people you're talking to are going to be blown away because your presentation is probably going to be as good or better than what some people pay $20, $30, $40, $50,000 for. And what else is interesting is out there's just a piece of this information. So what I want to do for the very first time along with my team is we put together a comprehensive package on how to raise money, where to look for it, who to talk to, how to talk to them, the biggest mistakes people make and how to avoid them, how to avoid getting into a regulatory problem, and literally triple, quadrupling, or sometimes making your presentation 5 times more likely the money you need. Again, imagine 6 months or a year from now, if you had all the money you need to grow your business, start your business, or invest. We've even had some of these principles apply to people that want to do fundraising for education, starting a business, charity work. What we focus on is the business, investment, real estate, and opportunity world. And for the first time ever, we're taking all the best information from some of the best attorneys, from Wall Street, from literally hundreds, if not thousands, of presentations, real life experiences, and case studies, and put it in a very simple, easy to use package for you. Now, think about this. Think of one of your favorite businesses, a product you use. Well, how did it get started? Maybe it's Apple, maybe it's Expedia, maybe it's Facebook. Well, what was the biggest challenge most of these businesses had? They had some great ideas like you do. They're good people like you are. They're hard workers. But what's the biggest challenge is getting the funds. As soon as they got the funds, great things happen. And you know these stories, whether it's Expedia, Facebook, Microsoft. Most of these companies started with almost nothing on their own, very little of their own capital. So how do they do it? They raised money. Now, one of our chapters is go big or go home. A lot of investors like myself started by bootstrapping. I'm going to scrape together a few dollars, I'm going to suffer, I'm going to do a deal or get a little business going and then do some more. And it works, but it's hard. And we teach people that method, but we also teach people the method of, hey, why not do it right and do it big? So literally, like some of the stories you read in papers of college kids or college dropouts starting a computer business or a social media business or a tech business or a service business, and all of a sudden they get the funding, and very quickly imagine having project managers and all the technology work you need and marketing people and advertising people. So you now are the CEO. You're not a worker. You're the commander. You're the orchestrator because you've got the funds you need. Wouldn't that be a great lifestyle where you set up the systems, you have people running it, and you check in, whether you're in Miami Beach like I am or overseas or doing what you do best, and you have the money, the people, and the systems to do it. But it all turns on the money. How are you going to get it? How come you haven't got it now? Are you doing it the right way? So let me give you some examples of some real stories of some of the mistakes people made that you're going to learn not to make. When I was struggling with my own real estate business, I had no money and no credit. So I found a money partner. And what's interesting, I did everything the wrong way, and we'll teach you how to avoid that. But I also did some things right. And let me tell you what they were. Number one is I went out when I had some money and hired a group of people that know how to raise money better than anybody else. What group of people do you think that is? Well, think about it. Who knows how to raise money really well? I went to a group of very successful politicians, and trust me, they charged me a lot of money to give you this information. I'm just going to give it to you now. It's very valuable if you use it. And they said, we're going to show you how to raise $1 million. And I thought that was crazy because I'd never done a deal for more than like $50,000. I was buying and selling little houses. And I was just doing one or two at a time. And I couldn't even imagine getting even $100,000 or $500,000. And they said, we're going to show you how to raise $1 million in the next 30, 60 days. Maybe you'll get your answer in a day. And I said, that's impossible. And like you, I'm very skeptical. I'm a skeptical business person. I didn't believe it. And again, until you do something, you won't believe it. So here's what they told me. Now, I spent hours and hours with them, and we include a lot of my mentor and my team's information in the $50 million Man formula. Let me give you some of it now. And that is this. Rule number one, these money consultants, politicians taught me, is never ask for money when you're looking for money. I'm like, wait a minute, that makes no sense. I need to raise money. I got to ask for money. They said the minute you ask for money, people's defenses go up like a radar system, warning lights, bells, and. They're trying to raise money, and now I'm going to think of all the reasons not to give them money. And they told me one thing, one sentence. This is how powerful just one of these hundreds of ideas we're going to give you can be. They said, never ask for money, ask for people's opinion. Say, listen, I know you're very busy, I know you're successful, I'm starting a new business, I have a new business, I'm looking at some deals, I'd just like your opinion. 15 minutes. And number two is have a one sheet, because most wealthy, successful people who can invest in your business are attention deficit disorder. That's right, they're ADD just like me. We have the attention span of a small bug or gnat. If we don't get our attention in a minute or two, it's all over. So we teach people, and they taught me, and we're going to show you exactly and give you samples of this, of how to do a one sheet. If you can't get their attention in 1 minute, you won't get it. So we had the big benefit across the top, investment special, opportunity, amazing return on investment, had the numbers, and then of course all the backup document. So those two things right there. Number one, never ask for money, ask for their opinion. And number two, have a really amazing one-sheet executive summary. Now, we have a lot of other mistakes people make. Here's another one they taught me, and that is this. You better practice your presentation. So many people practice on the real investor. And if you make one mistake, you're not getting money. That could mean no company, no business, no investment, no multi-millions of dollars exit strategy for you because you never got started. We don't want that to happen. Again, this information is going to make you powerful. Now, another thing that these group of politicians who I spent a lot of money with taught me, besides never ask for money, ask for their opinion, have a one sheet, is something else. And that is this. Always incorporate a fear of loss. Posture, take control. They taught me some very advanced negotiating techniques like that. Listen, if you've got a great idea and a great business, a lot of us were beggars. In the beginning, I was a beggar. You know, please, uncle, please, rich friend, give me some money, let's start this, please help me. And that's from a position of weakness. Now, you got to be realistic, but you want to posture yourself from a position of power. Listen, I have a plan, we've got a business, we've done some tests, we got some great investment opportunities. You have the gold. Right now, studies show there's over 11 or 12 trillion dollars sitting on the sidelines looking for good investments. We're going to show you hidden caches of where this money is that a lot of people don't know about, like self-directed IRAs and self-directed pension plans, who to talk to, what to say, where to go. And real case studies of people that were trying to do real estate deals and were just using their own credit cards or cash. Then all of a sudden we show them how to get people and roll their money into a self-directed IRA. And if you go to 95% of financial planners, even smart investors who have pension plans or retirement accounts, they're going to go, no, you can't invest in property. You can only invest in mutual funds and stocks, and they haven't done so well for me lately. But once you show them this powerful information, they can roll it into a self-directed IRA or pension plan and then loan you money at above market return, invest in your business, make their own decisions, be in control of their destiny, and earn either deferred tax returns, a great rate of return with deferred taxes, which they're going to love. And again, by you sharing this information with them, you're going to be a superstar. Because again, information is power. That's why we want to empower you with the $50 million man formula. Now, one of the other biggest mistakes all investors make and people looking to do more deals and looking to raise money is they forget this rule, ABN. Let me say it again. You'll probably want to write it down. ABN, always be negotiating. We had an individual who's willing to give up half of their business to get funded. And this individual used some of these negotiating techniques by asking, not offering, even though they had everything ready to offer. And the investor just wanted a nice 7.5% return. Now, if you take a multi-million-dollar business, for example, a business could be worth $3, $5, or $10, or $20 million. And you may not think that right now, but if your business or investing grows, your exit strategy could get you that or more under the right conditions. So, if a $10 million business saved themselves by giving up 40% of it, that's $4 million, and only had to pay an 8% interest rate or only give up 10%. You can see very clearly how just a few of these concepts could save people millions and millions of dollars. But right now you're excited. You want to get started. You want to get your business growing. You want to start investing. So you're so anxious to get money that you won't follow a lot of these systems, or you won't ask the right questions. And how do I know this? Because I've been there. I've helped start dozens and dozens and dozens of business for myself and others. And our team, and with our group of associates, has literally learned all this the very hard way by helping, consulting, and working with literally almost 1,000 different types of investors and helping them do deals and raise money. So you get the benefit of this entire world of knowledge, this entire team of knowledge. Now, what's it going to do for you? It's going to save you a ton of time. More importantly, it's going to make you money, save you money, systematize everything, and make it very easy. Now, as you know, to hire an attorney to say, I want to raise some money, a good attorney could charge anywhere from $10,000, $50,000, sometimes $100,000. Now, we're going to provide you with samples of real legal documents, only for a few people who act now, that could literally educate you and save you tens of thousands of dollars just by that alone. Now, You're also going to leverage yourself because we have a group out there that's gone out and found the best sources of funds. We're going to make that available to you. So time is money and money is time. What's your time worth? How much time could or would you have to spend to go around and find the legal documents, the sources of funds, what to say, checklists, how to avoid legal pitfalls, state regulation, federal regulation, do things right, what laws are changing, what are the new developments, and how much is your time worth? What's your hour worth? If you're able to get the money and do a few more deals or grow your business, what could that be worth to you instead of spending time going all over the world, reading books, hiring people, researching on the internet all over? And we've actually done this and found there's only bits and pieces in different places. Some are good, some are not good, some are a lot of fluff. So what we want to give you for the first time ever is an entire package. 12 different modulars on everything you need to know about raising money. Where to look for it, how to find it, what to say, what not to say, checklists, forms, documents, samples, and how to be the best negotiator. All kinds of things that are going to take you to where you want to go very quickly. Not only make you money, get your business going, but save you a ton of money, and more importantly, save you a lot of time, a lot of aggravation, and a lot of headaches. Now, we're going to give you a 4-step formula on how to raise money. This has worked for a ton of people. We're going to give you a section on the biggest mistakes people make in raising money so you can avoid them. A lot of people are making this right now. We're going to show you how to determine your profit point, where you can pay your investors back and you can start making a ton of money. All the different exit strategies, how to provide different creative alternatives to get your investors to say yes on perhaps the first meeting. That right there is critical and very, very important. So you're going to get real information that's really working in the real world from Wall Street, boardrooms, top attorneys, top investors, and we've also interviewed a ton of investors and said what works, what doesn't work. They're going to reveal through this system their secrets to you. You're going to get clip notes summarizing every part, every module, every section. You're also going to get PowerPoint slides through handouts that you can actually use and modify for your own business, your own presentations. You also get MP3s so you can listen to the audio versions of all this super valuable information. And you also get MP4 video downloads. So you'll have it in writing, most of it, you can listen to it, and you see it because everybody learns differently. But listen, you need to act now. This is a very limited offer. Listen, we make our money by investing and helping businesses grow and making money, and we're doing a test right now. And you're part of the test. We're all going to, for a limited time, make this information that's not available anywhere else, and you can have it now, but you've got to act. And in order to make it an incredible deal, we're not going to charge $10 or $20 or $30 or $50,000 like a lot of people do. This isn't a $5,000 little consulting deal. And what we're going to do is put everything together, everything you need, and we're going to offer it for a ridiculously low price because we want to do a test, we want to see you get results, and we want to hear about it. You're going to get everything. Let me say that again, everything. Not for $5,000 or $1,000 or $1,500, okay? Not even for $800 or $500. We put everything together for the ridiculously low test price of, listen to this, not $400, not $300, not even $200, but $197. Listen, that's less than half an hour with a great attorney, and we have hours and hours of examples and documents and stuff that's going to help save you and make you a ton of money and get you to where you really want to go. But what's even better than that is we've included a sample business plan. Now, a lot of companies charge $10,000 or $15,000 for that. The lowest I've seen is $2,000 from a really not so good company. We're going to include that as a bonus number one if you act now. This is for a very limited time, for a very limited group of people. That right there is probably worth 10 times at least the small investment you make. We've invested literally thousands of hours of professionals and teams into this super comprehensive, simple to use program that you're going to get, you're going to love, and you're going to use. Bonus number two is what we call a tear sheet. Now, if you don't know what a tear sheet is, you definitely need to get this program. But what that is the sheet that you can show an investor and get their attention and interest and maybe a yes very quickly. That's about a $497 value. Now, we're also, for the first few people that act now, include bonus number 3. Have you ever heard of the term private placement memorandum, PPM? That's a legal document and you need to know what it is. We explain it in the $50 Million Man Formula course in detail, all the different registrations and legalities that could save you and make you a lot of money and also save you prison time. But we're going to give you a sample private placement memorandum. Now, we went out and surveyed a few attorneys and they charge an average of about $10,000 just for this document. That's bonus number 3. We're going to include it. We're also going to give you a sample subscription agreement. That's something you need for your investors, very important. Again, that's explained in the $50 Million Man Formula, but we're going to actually give you a sample of one. That's about a $200 value. We're also going to give you the Golden Resource Guide. That's right. This is the insider secret to raising capital checklist. This is what only the biggest and best attorneys and investment banks use, and you're going to have it. We're also going to give you a self-directed IRA power guide. Now, these alone are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now, this is a step-by-step program with these bonuses, and get it now. Now, if you don't get this, good luck. Go out on your own, hire attorneys at $400 or $500 an hour, go up the learning curve the hard way. We've done all that for you, and so have other people, and then they come to us and get this formula, and they go, wow, everything's in one place. You made my life so easy. Imagine a year from now. You've got all the money you need, you've raised more than enough capital, you've learned what your profit point is, you've avoided all the mistakes people made, you had the documentation, the samples right there to help you and your team, you've got our team to help you, and you're saying, wow, I wouldn't have had this money, I knew I would have said the wrong thing, I would have done things the wrong way if I hadn't had the $50 Million Man Formula right here at my fingertips to learn and understand what literally over 98% of investors don't. So don't miss this opportunity. The private placement memorandum sample alone is probably worth over $10,000. You'll have a tear sheet. You'll have all the modulars, the cliff notes, what to say, who to say, where to look for the money, all the sources of funding, we're going to include that. So we put everything together. Listen, you're at a crossroads right now. You're ready to take the next step. You're ready to build your business. You're ready to do more deals. You're ready to raise the money and take your business, your investing in your life to the next step. This is an invaluable tool. Everyone who's gotten it, looked at it, loves it. And until now, just little pieces of this were available for 10, 20, or 30 times the small investment we're asking you to make. So if you're serious about your success, if you're serious about moving forward, now's the time to take action. Click on the button below, and literally in a few minutes, you're going to have at your fingertips. I'm confident to say more information, more resources, more power on how to find money, raise it, what to do, what not to do, where to go, everything you need in one place. This is something you, your business, and your team are going to use and keep for life. We look forward to working with you. We look forward to hearing about your success. Now, this is a test. It's only available right now, so act now. And the key important decision that you need to know about success, when an investor sees your deal presented the right way, presented correctly, the one thing that separates super successful people from not, and you can go read every book and study this, is the ability to make a decision. When they see your deal, when they see your possibility, your real estate, your business, the possibility to invest with you, they're able to make a decision. You're going to want them to make a decision. That's a real key to success. Unsuccessful people can never make a decision. That's why they don't have millions of dollars to invest in your business. So right now, you need to make a decision. It's time for you to invest in yourself, your ideas, your future. I know once you get this, a week from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, you're going to be so happy you did. You're going to look back on this moment and say, wow, I saw it, I wasn't sure, I thought about it, I made a decision, and I'm so glad I did it. So go ahead, click the button now, get started, because that one click is your key, your pathway, your small investment of less than $200, that's right, $197, to get everything. to go to where you want to go, to get started now to a path of unbelievable success and prosperity. And it's not just about us helping you with this incredible offer. It's also about you helping yourself, your business, your team. And I know that when you help yourself with this information, you're going to help a lot of people, your customers, your vendors, a market, your family. And through this, we're going to help a lot of people. This is a limited time offer. This test will end very soon. So be one of the few to act now, click on that button, and get yourself on the way to getting all the money you need. That's right, all the funds you need for your business, for your investing, for your life to go up to the next level. Thank you for being here. Congratulations on taking action. We look forward to hearing from you and about your success. We're going to build a relationship. This is just the first step. So congratulations. Thank you. Happy investing. And I want to wish you from the bottom of my heart much success. Let us hear about it. Go ahead and click that button now, and good things to you, your business, your investing, and your family. See you soon, and talk to you soon.